Hey everyone, Stacks here, checking out the preview for Ruins of Ravencroft, Sabertooth, number 1. As far as I'm tracking, this is the second book in the Ruins of Ravencroft storyline that's going on. The first one was of Carnage. I haven't checked that out, but I've heard it was pretty good. The storyline is pretty dark, but I mean, you are dealing with an institution for the criminally insane and its history over time. I mean, mental institutions weren't always the nicest places to be in history, I'm just saying. Your creative team here, you have Frank Tieri as your writer, Angel Unzueta as your artist for your modern day portions of it. Guillermo Sanna is your artist for the flashbacks, and Rachel Rosenberg, whose name I can actually pronounce, is your colorist. Now is the portion of the video where I try to read the description in one take without screwing up. Alright, you ready? After the events of absolute carnage, the Ravencroft Institute for the Criminally Insane was decimated. But reconstruction efforts are already underway thanks to a donation from Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four. Richards is not alone in his interest in the facility, as Mayor Wilson Fisk also has taken an active role in restoring Ravencroft to its former glory, though the cause of his interest remains a mystery. Regardless of his intent, Fisk has brokered a deal with John Jameson, decorated serviceman, son of J. Jonah Jameson, and secretly the monstrous Manwolf, in exchange for supplying Fisk with information about Ravencroft's day-to-day operations. Jameson won't be arrested or tried for the crimes committed as his lycanthropic alter ego. But John and Fisk are not the only ones with secrets. There's more to Ravencroft itself than anyone in the Marvel Universe knew, including a long-abandoned subterranean research wing of the hospital, replete with horrors unseen for decades. And from there we jump to the year 1909, where they have this guy strapped down to a cart. They're rolling him through, and he's screaming, "Once again, I demand your attention. I am Sir Percy of Scandia." Do I have to do this in a British accent? I'm gonna try it. Alright, here we go. "Once again, I demand your attention. I am Sir Percy Scandia. I was sent to this time period by this she-witch Morgan Le Fay to what diabolical purpose I know not. But know this, if ye do not release me right at this moment, I swear by Arthur Pendragon himself, I shall hunt every last one of ye spineless cretin down and murder ye like the dogs that you are." And of course, this guy is in full blown, he's in the get up. You are led to believe this is probably the Black Knight sitting here. And guy comes over trying to calm him down, saying, "Easy, my good man. You'll get the help you need here." "Help? Is it what you need? Is bloody help? After I get hold of my blade again, I shall flay your life. Son of a, release me." And at that point, you have somebody from off panel say, "Maybe we should do what he says." I mean, and then you get a shot of her, and she's, because what if he is in fact telling the truth? What if he really is the Black Knight? And this other doctor, I'm assuming it's a doctor, administrator, whatever, says, let's not be ridiculous, Claudia. And she's actually, standing on a firm point that, actually, I don't think I'm being ridiculous at all, Jonas. We've heard these fascinating stories that have existed around here for centuries. But this guy, Jonas, he ain't having it. He's like, and that's just what they are. Stories. For heaven's sakes, Claudia. I know one about rather rotund jolly elf who enters people's homes and leaves presents in exchange for baked goods and dairy products. So tell me, Claudia, have you hung your stockings by the fire yet in anticipation? Ha ha ha. And he walks away, and you get this shot of his shadow, and it's very sinister looking. And of course it looks sinister in the background, because the guy walking out, the guy that made the comment about the elves and all that stuff, his name's Dr. Essex, Dr. Nathaniel Essex, also named Mr. Sinister. I always wondered why he was just as a human, he's a doctor, but as a mutant, he's just a mister. That's kind of a bit strange to me. From there, you jump to a shot of Victor Creed standing in the shadows. And he's sitting there basically introducing himself. And he says, "Nice to finally meet you. I'm Victor. You don't know me, but I'm the reason you're here right now." And he holds up a newspaper. and says, well, to be precise, this is the reason you're in here. And it says on it, the Knickerbocker Knifer strikes again. And he says, I found you there in that beautiful mess, scooped you up before the coppers got there. Don't know if you actually did it, don't really care. I know you done it before, with my sister, with my brother. And you look down and it's Wolverine sitting there with his eyes rolled back in his head, strapped into the bed. And Creed says, and now I'm gonna make you pay for it. Run. And of course, what this is referencing is back to Wolverine Origins, when Wolverine actually, through a whole bunch of messed up stuff with Mr. Sinister, and with Creed's brother and sister, actually ended up, in Creed's mind, responsible for both their deaths. I said the death of both his brother and sister, and I know his sister died, but I think she may have had a healing factor, so she came back. I don't really remember off the top of my head. Somebody fill me in down in the comments, because I've got a blank in my memory on that one. But anyways, guys, that's it for the preview. There's a couple more issues coming out. There's one of them that's a Ruins of Ravencroft Dracula. Looks like it's going to be featuring Captain America, and then you also Ruins of Ravencroft Carnage is already out. I haven't personally read it, but I've heard it's good. If you're into Carnage and you want more of his background story, it goes into some way deep origin stuff on him. So like I said, I haven't read it, but if I could pick it up, I will. So I wanted to review it, but unfortunately my LCS did not have any on the shelves when I got there. So that's all good though. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the preview. Make sure you, of course, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I try to do these previews on the weekends. Typically get to them either, sometimes Sunday, Monday kind of thing. I may have another one come up for Cosmic Ghost Rider #2, so make sure you check that out. If you haven't checked out my videos from this week, make sure you get caught up. Hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and of course, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you plan on picking this up or not. And that's all I got, guys. I appreciate you watching. Real Comic Stacks out.